He told me his dog had a better job than me until he ended up applying to work under me. I worked the night shift at a Subway tucked into a gas station just off the highway. It wasn't glamorous. I cleaned soda spills, sliced onions till my eyes burned, and dealt with the occasional drunk guy asking for double meat but make it spiritual. I was 22, trying to pay off community college loans. My plan was simple: save, transfer to state university, and finish my degree in computer science. One night, around 1:30 a.m., a group of frat guys stumbled in, loud, drunk, laughing at everything like they'd never seen fluorescent lighting before. One of them pointed at me and laughed. "Bro, imagine still making sandwiches at your age." Another added, "Betty says artist on his resume." But the ringleader, let's call him Travis, took it further. He leaned across the glass and asked, "Do you ever feel like life's just passing you by while you fold meat for strangers?" I stayed polite. I'd heard worse. As I wrapped his foot long, he smirked and said, "My dog has a better job than you." The other guys laughed so hard, they knocked over a bag of chips. Travis left without even saying thanks. I didn't argue. I knew something they didn't. That week, I'd launched my own side project, a web app that helped students find affordable used textbooks locally. It wasn't huge, but it had a few hundred users. And I built it while taking online classes and working 40 hours a week. I stayed up till 3 a.m. most nights, fixing bugs, watching tutorials, writing code with cracked fingers from slicing jalapenos all day. People don't talk about how lonely it feels when you're building something no one sees yet, but I believed it would work. Fast forward 10 months. The app blew up at 3 local colleges. A TikTok account had reviewed it, and suddenly we had 20,000 users. I sold the app to an education startup for $42,000 and landed a part-time remote dev job with them. I still worked the Subway night shift 2 days a week, not for money, but to stay grounded, save more, and help out the manager who'd taken a chance on me. One night, guess who walks in? Travis, alone, in a hoodie, hair messy, no frat entourage this time. He didn't recognize me right away. "Hey, I'm here about the now hiring sign." I blinked. "You're applying?" I asked. He shrugged. "Yeah, just lost my internship. Needed something part-time. Rent's not gonna pay itself." I wanted to laugh. I wanted to say, "My dog has a better job than you," but I didn't. Instead, I handed him an application. He looked at me. "Wait, you look familiar." I smiled. "You once told me your dog had a better job." His eyes widened. "Oh, don't worry," I said. "You're not the first person to say something like that, but maybe the first to come full circle." He filled out the form, sheepish and quiet. A few days later, our manager interviewed him, and being short-staffed, hired him. I ended up training Travis on his first shift. He struggled, kept putting lettuce before meat, couldn't wrap sandwiches properly, and spilled sweet onion sauce everywhere. At one point, he sighed. "Man, this is harder than it looks." I nodded. "Yep, and this job saved my life. Paid rent, gave me time to build something better." Travis looked embarrassed. "I was a jerk, wasn't I?" I shrugged. "You had your moment." We didn't become friends, but he showed up, did the work, and got better, and I respected that. Weeks passed. One evening, he quietly asked, "Hey, how'd you get into coding stuff?" I told him. Taught myself, free online courses, built small projects between sandwich shifts. He started bringing his laptop on breaks, watching tutorials, asking questions. One night, I caught him scribbling ideas in a notebook during a slow hour. "I think I want to build a budgeting app," he said. "I suck with money." I nodded. "Start with the problem you know best." Months later, Travis got accepted into a bootcamp and eventually left the job. Last I heard, he's working for a fintech startup and occasionally emails me to say thanks. He's even building his own budgeting app now. So yeah, he once mocked me for folding meat and cleaning floors. But this sandwich guy taught him how to code. Funny how the footlong flips, huh?